Welcome to Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, as we get set for tonight's game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks.
Thanks for joining us. Alongside with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Green on hand.
So as this one gets underway, what's the game plan here for the Bucks?
You know, Teague didn't start out dynamically in his NBA career. He came off the bench. He wasn't great right away. And this is what happens so often in the NBA. Everybody wants guys to speed up their development. Sometimes you have to wait on players. Jeff Teague has proven this once again, that if you're patient with a good young talent, you're teaching him the right things, you don't reward the wrong things, a player can slowly and steadily improve. Jeff Teague has done exactly that for the Hawks.
Monroe adjusting in the air. There's the whistle, and Greg Monroe will go to the line. He's shooting 75% for the season. Jeff, there's a lot of his game that still needs polish, but Antetokounmpo's exuberance is really what sets him apart.
It is, and that's why the Milwaukee Bucks fans have embraced him. That's why their TV ratings, Mike, last year were up over 300%. Yes, they were winning, but they also saw this special, unique talent. It drew them to their TV set. It brought them to the arena. All of those things make him a special, special player.
Nice ball movement. Teague for three. Wide open. For three. Atlanta's leading Milwaukee by a score of 5-1. To Middleton. Kicks it out to the corner. From deep in the corner. Not able to hit from downtown. There's the perfect pick. There's the whistle. Good job to draw the foul. And Jeff Teague will go to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Jeff, much of Atlanta's success last season, obviously the way they play team basketball, but the guy that made the team go was Jeff Teague.
Yeah, I think he's really improved. Think about it. A couple years back, he was on the trading block. And then they matched Milwaukee's small offer, and he signed back. And he's developed into a superstar.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Atlanta's leading Milwaukee by a score of 7-1. Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. The two defenders converge. Puts it up from downtown. Misses from beyond the arc. And he curls in. He tries the step back, nails it. That's a two-pointer. He's averaging 12 points per game this season.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
To Middleton. He's averaging 17 points per game this season. Can hit from downtown. Teague into the front court. Excellent ball movement. Great teamwork. Moves around the defender. Huge finish on a gorgeous setup from Jeff Teague.
Continue to pick him apart in the pick and roll. Pick, roll, catch, finish.
Carter Williams coming across. Atlanta's leading Milwaukee by a score of 11-1. Nicely executed.
Atlanta's having great success in this game for one simple reason: offensive awareness. These guys are showing some great chemistry.
Parker for two, shoots away, and a nice finish at the basket. He's averaging 11 points per game this season.
Typically, that's not the shot you want, the contested two. It worked out this time.
To Millsap. He's averaging 17 points per game this season. Horford fires away, And Greg Monroe with strong defense to alter that shot.
What's going on? Jeff, they won't call timeout. They need it.
This is shocking right here, that they have not broken the momentum by calling a timeout. This is what the weapon of the timeout is supposed to be used for if you're a coach. Break the momentum. Hard to make contested shots against that good a defense right there. Very well defended.
And Jabari Parker with an excellent challenge, forcing the miss.
Could we pass the ball more than once, please, before we shoot? Is that too much to ask?
You know, Jeff, these Hawks have something to prove this year. They just were so banged up in the playoffs, we really didn't get to see the real Atlanta Hawks in the postseason.
No, they struggled, and some people predicted that they would because they don't have that elite offensive player that you could go to like LeBron James. And so when they got swept by Cleveland, it was portrayed, well, everyone knew this was going to happen, but I think people overlooked their injuries, and I would expect Atlanta to come back and play better in this year's playoffs.
To Antetokounmpo. He's averaging 7 rebounds per game this season.
Easily gets past him with the dribble. In the paint, and Michael Carter-Williams with a nice play.
When you play that good a defense and you contest the two-point J, you expect a good result there. The offense was just superior. The concentration and the follow-through, he stuck his shot.
The Hawks with the offensive rebound for another possession.
4-2.
Middleton. To the rim. Soft touch gets the roll. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Milwaukee's down by 12.
We'll have more NBA action coming up for you right after this short break.
You know, last season, Jeff, when the Hawks were enjoying that 19-game winning streak, everybody called them the Spurs of the East. It's pretty appropriate when you look where Mike Budenholzer came from.
Yeah, Bud's a disciple of Greg Popovich, but I think when you label them something like that, you're taking away from what they accomplished. Atlanta set a standard of play last year that was as good as any team in the league with their habits and their effort on a nightly basis. I love what Mike Budenholzer has the Atlanta Hawks doing, and I'll tell you this, he couldn't have learned from any better coach than the great Greg Popovich.
Atlanta's leading Milwaukee by a score of 21-9. To Sefolosha. Oh, he loses it. Stolen by Mayo. And he's all alone. Inside. Nice finish around the rim.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
To Hardaway. Hardaway from downtown hits a three.
They haven't wasted any time in establishing an offense based around ball movement and player movement, and the results speak for themselves.
For three. Misfires from beyond the arc. Pretty pass to the rim. Misses the layup.
Don't worry about the miss. Just keep creating quality shots. Eventually, they will go in.
That's good for two. And O.J. Mayo with 6 points.
This is the difference between college and the NBA. The ability to take on the second defender, contort your body, and still finish.
Blocked by Monroe.
To Middleton. NBA filled with stories of guys who came out of nowhere to get that big contract. How about Chris Middleton? Not a lot expected when he first came into the NBA. Now he's a big part of this team with a big contract.
Absolutely. Think about it. He was traded just a couple years ago, and no one knew if he was going to stick in the NBA. Now he's a multi-millionaire because of his great season last year, and he is a steadying force to a very capable team.
And we'll have a 20-second timeout.
Subbing in.
Just on the way to the rim. Can't get the layup to fall.
You got to finish with strength in the paint. You can't go up weak like that.
And an 8-second violation is called.
There are certain mistakes you can live with, and then certain mistakes that cannot be tolerated. Just not getting the ball advanced quick enough over half court to beat the 8-second shot violation is inexcusable and must be met with a swift rebuke by the coach.
Schroeder's shot turned back. Here's the lob. Alley-oop. Oh, what a play.
That's the easiest play in basketball right there. Catch it near the basket and flush it home.
3.5 gone by in the second. Milwaukee's down by 7.
One of the teams really interested to see how they fare this year is the Atlanta Hawks, Jeff. This is an intriguing team.
I think what Coach Mike Budenholzer did with his team last year and having them play beautiful offensive basketball like the San Antonio Spurs, which he was a longtime assistant for, showed the promise of this team and this organization.
Schroeder brings it across. Taking it baseline, and Thabo Sefolosha with a nice shot for 2.
I like it. Simple plays, simple shots, layup, uncontested.
To Antetokounmpo. An effective drop step, looking to dominate down low. Converts on the inside. He's averaging 15 points per game this season. And we have a timeout called here in the late stages of the first half.
Stepping in for the Hawks, number 15, Al Horford.
Here's the pick. At the rim, puts it in. And it's a 12-point lead for the Hawks.
Look, the screener's man has to work harder to prevent the jump shot by the ball handler. He's got to get up with his man and either switch or show, but be more definitive. He's just hanging back in the lane. That's just not going to get it done.
Knocks down the three-pointer off the quick release.
The assist from number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
Carter Williams jump shot. Final seconds of the quarter, just flips it up. That's it for the first half. Milwaukee's down by 15. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Saturday after halftime.
Welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report, brought to you by yours truly, Jalen Rose. The Hawks certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks. The Bucks are behind at halftime and can blame their struggling offense. And no matter what kind of defense you're playing, if you're not leading on the scoreboard, you're not winning the game. It really is that simple.
Game track. 3-point field goal percentage.
The Milwaukee Bucks were moments away from the third quarter.
Welcome back to Phillips Arena for the second half. Along with me is Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand.
Milwaukee's been behind most of the first half, trailing by a pretty wide margin. What has to change in this second half?
If they play better, the score will indicate that. Right now, you get what you deserve in this game, and they are getting exactly what they deserve, which is a deficit because of poor play at the defensive end of the floor.
Carter Williams for two. Carter Williams shot off the mark.
Poise and precision will get you a better quality shot than that. That's a bailout shot. That's a, I'm going to try to get us back in and be a hero type of shot.
Atlanta's leading Milwaukee by a score of 38-19. Curls in. Middleton fires away for two. Nice touch at the basket. He's averaging 17 points per game this season. To Teague. Gets past the defender. The screen is set. Tries to adjust the shot. Counted. And the foul. Blocking called against Monroe. And Jeff Teague will go to the line looking to complete the three-point play.
Great concentration to finish the play and get the three-point play opportunity.
Carter Williams bringing it up. Moving the ball around beautifully. Monroe on the drive. Adjusts the shot. Good finish inside.
Solid fundamental layup, but look at the explosive athleticism to drive up to the basket.
Millsap. Terrific ball movement. That pass picked off by Carter Williams. To Middleton. Middleton for three. He's wide open. Knocks down the jumper. And Chris Middleton with 5 points in the third quarter.
He had time to lick his fingers. There was no one around him. A wide open three-point shot.
Tries the lob. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Off the alley-oop. He lays it in.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense won out that time.
Tied up, has to make that pass to Millsap. He's averaging 17 points per game this season. Jeff, one of the great stories last year was Milwaukee, going from the worst record in the league to 41 wins in the playoffs. But now the next step is even tougher for them to take.
Absolutely, Mike, but they do have a foundation established. I like the length, I like the aggressiveness, and they've had to improve offensively, and that's what they've hopefully done with the addition of Greg Monroe and Jabari Parker coming back off of knee injury.
Nice pass. Cephalosha able to put it in. 13-point lead for the Hawks.
That's not solid enough defense. Giving up slip layups on a pick-and-roll situation is going to continue to put you in a negative position when it comes to making a comeback in this game.
To Schroeder. Moving the ball. Excellent teamwork. Passes out to the perimeter. Pass telegraphed. Stolen by Carter Williams. Alley-oop. Oh, he puts it down. What a beautiful pass. They were down 19. They're now within 8.
3.5 gone by in the third. Milwaukee's down by 8. Nice ball movement. Goes to the goal. Can't knock it down.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Vasquez, Parker's trying to get down low. Horford the rebound. He's averaging 6 boards per game this season. Tries the reverse layup, unable to flip it in.
Hey, that's a good look right there. Just couldn't get it in.
To Parker. To the basket. Good adjustment. Can't finish.
Driving the ball into the paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look. He just missed it.
Strong at the rim.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
The assist from
Carter Williams bringing it up here. Sloppy pass intercepted by Sefolosha.
2 for 1 is the right statistical play. Even if you take 2 questionable shots, it's better than taking 1 great shot.
the assist from number 0, Jeff Teague.
Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. Carter Williams on the drive. Sends it to the corner. Excellent ball movement. Great teamwork. Passes it back to him. At the buzzer. And that will end the third quarter. Milwaukee's down by 12. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN after a short break. As we begin the fourth, to get this impressive road win, they're going to have a huge fourth quarter because they put themselves behind a little bit now.
Well, no doubt. When you're on the road, you've got a choice when you're down going in the fourth. Give in or give up, or show the character that you're made of and fight to make it a game in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Vasquez. Mayo fires for 3. Splitter the rebound. Horford gets to the rim, misses.
Hey, that shot right there is exactly the type of shot you have to force if you're the defensive team trying to work your way back into the game.
The Bucks with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. Knocks down the shot. Greg Monroe's 4 for 4 from the field.
These type of effort plays not only put 2 points on the board, but give an emotional boost to your team to want to play with even more intensity, energy, and effort.
Unable to flip it in.
It's all about making your teammates better. And the way you make them better is to give up a good shot to try to create a great shot.
Beats his man. Passes it right back. Schroeder. Quick rebound by Monroe. He's averaging 9 boards per game this season. Pass to the corner. Moving the ball around beautifully. A good look for 2. And Thiago Splitter swats that one away.
That kind of play, Mike, makes a statement.
Terrific ball movement. Splitter's looking to... Oh, rejected!
Are you kidding me? That's the way to protect the basket.
Unable to flip it in.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
For 3. Shot from way outside, no good. To the basket. Great offensive rebound. Unable to flip it in. Fires away.
Hey, that's good offense. Got the ball in deep into the paint, and they just missed.
Atlanta's leading Milwaukee by a score of 49-39. To Mayo. He's got 9 points in this game. Gets inside. And a foul is called. Thabo Sefolosha picks up his first foul of the night. And O.J. Mayo will go to the line with under 2.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Oops, missed the first one.
I love the way the NBA player can contort his body, take contact, and get the ball up to the basket, even when being fouled hard.
Blows past him with the dribble. Attacks the basket. Goes up and in. Beautiful play.
Dribble penetration will always break down your defense. You've got to keep the ball out of the paint. You can't allow it right at the basket for easy shots.
The assist from number 5, Michael Carter-Williams.
He loses control of it. Awesome defense from Michael Carter-Williams. Throws the lob. Carter-Williams, and he puts it down.
Even a stiff can catch and dunk like that.
Assist from number 5, Michael Carter-Williams.
Horford puts it up for 2. Oh, he knocks it down.
The assist from number
To
17,
Middleton.
Dennis Schroeder.
Moving the ball. Excellent teamwork. He curls. That's a foul. Easy call.
Great effort by the defender trying to slide over and take the big-time charge. Instead, hit with a blocking foul because he was just a count late.
Into the game for the Hawks.
Fires for 3. Vasquez's shot from downtown won't go. To the rim. What a finish from Kyle Korver.
When you go to the rim, you got to go hard and you got to go strong, finishing over the top of his defender.
Lets it fly. That's good. A 2-pointer.
Hey, you can only control what you can control. The defense there was great. It was just a better shot.
There's a foul. It's called against the Bucks. That's their first team foul.
That's his first personal foul. The Bucks are now serving the penalty.
On the drive. He puts it in.
Hey, that's one you just have to tip your hat to the shooter. Knocked in a contested 2-point shot.
Winding down the 4th quarter. There's a timeout. O.J. Mayo's checked in again late here in the 4th.
O.J. Mayo.
4 minutes gone by in the 4th. Milwaukee's down by 11. Fires away for 2. It's good.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
Strong to the goal. Oh, what a move from Jeff Teague.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Mayo. Inside. Offensive. Oh, strong finish on the hustle play.
I love to see this. Guy who's behind keeps fighting, pursuing the ball. Not only pursues the ball, then has the talent and ability to finish it and give them a chance to cut into this margin.
First free throw, good. And Jeff Teague with 16 points. And a timeout taken late here in the 4th. Wide open from down. Middleton with the 3.
You give this man time to set his feet, he's going to knock the three-point in time and time again.
The 2 defenders swarm. Oh, what a play!
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Number 0, Jeff Teague.
From three-point land. There's the double team. There's the whistle. They had to stop the clock, so they give the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
on the first free throw. Good recovery, hits the second free throw. And Jason Kidd calls a time with very little time remaining in this one.
If you would like to
Vaughn
participate
against Millsap.
you can register.
Takes the three. Knocks it down. Beautiful shot from Michael Carter Williams. And time's run out in this one. The final score is 64-56. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks emerged victorious after a tight finish. It was quite a display from long range, and I can't imagine the opposing coach was very happy with how it turned out for them. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Atlanta Hawks. The Bucks finished on the losing end of a close score. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
Jeff Teague did his part with scoring and playmaking. In other words, when he wasn't scoring points himself, he was putting teammates in a position to score. He put on quite a show.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.